In the year 2168, humanity's curiosity reached beyond Earth, beyond the stars, and deep into the uncharted regions of the Andromeda Galaxy. Aboard the starship Galileo, a team of researchers, led by Dr. Liana Torres, scoured new planets in search of life forms, historical artifacts, or any trace of otherworldly civilizations. They had been journeying for months when they stumbled upon a small, unassuming planet named Xenos 9. Readings indicated no active life forms, but a strange energy signature drew them to its surface. They landed in a desolate landscape that looked more like a desert than anything else. Amidst the sand and rubble, the team detected a faint electromagnetic signal coming from beneath their feet. Digging cautiously, they unearthed something they hadn't expected, a giant stone monolith adorned with strange, archaic symbols. As they cleared away the dust and grime, they realized it was the entrance to an ancient alien city. The first to speak was Raj Malik, the team's linguist. "These symbols, they're unlike anything we've ever seen," he whispered, eyes wide with awe. Intrigued and somewhat daunted, Dr. Torres ordered a preliminary scan of the area. The readings were baffling. Beneath the surface lay an enormous underground complex, stretching miles in all directions. The city was powered by a still-active energy source, undeterred by millennia of silence. The place radiated an aura of quiet power, its secrets waiting to be revealed. The descent. The team, donned in armored suits and equipped with cutting-edge technology, ventured down a wide stone staircase leading into the depths of the earth. As they descended, lights embedded within the walls began to glow faintly, as if awakened by their presence. Each step resonated with an eerie hum, reminding them they were the first beings to walk these halls in untold ages. They emerged into a vast chamber filled with statues of towering alien figures, each one distinct yet unified by an unmistakable air of authority. The aliens' elongated skulls, intricate robes, and jeweled adornments hinted at a once glorious empire. In the center of the room, a massive crystalline structure pulsed with energy. An inscription near it read, in a language they barely started to decipher, "Welcome to Za'arak, the Eternal City." The city had not been abandoned, Dr. Torres realized. It had simply been waiting. The awakening. Raj, attempting to translate the inscriptions, found himself captivated by the crystal. As he touched it, the ground trembled, and the crystal projected an image into the air, a three-dimensional map of Za'arak, with points of interest highlighted. But there was more. The crystal seemed to possess a consciousness, communicating with him in flashes of images and ideas. "What's happening?" asked Zara Chun, their technology specialist, her voice barely concealing her panic. "It's showing me something," Raj managed, struggling to stay coherent. This place, it was a hub, a center of knowledge. They called themselves the Zai'dra, and they harnessed energy in ways we can't even imagine. But they vanished, sealed this city and themselves within it, as if protecting something from the outside. Protecting what? Dr. Torres pressed. The map zoomed in on a chamber deep within the city. There, an artifact glowed with an intensity that made their suit's sensors glitch momentarily. Raj's eyes widened. "It's an energy source," he whispered, "more powerful than anything we've ever encountered." The Forbidden Chamber. Compelled by equal parts curiosity and caution, the team made their way through winding corridors, vast hallways, and rooms filled with technology that defied human understanding. They passed machines that seemed to pulse with life, and walls that displayed scenes from the Zai'dra civilization, scenes of grandeur, wisdom, and, at the end, devastation. They saw the Zai'dra fighting an unseen enemy, their empire collapsing, their leaders making the choice to lock away Za'arak and vanish into the unknown. Finally, they reached the Forbidden Chamber. The doors opened to reveal an enormous spherical device suspended in the center of the room, glowing with a light both beautiful and terrifying. Data screens around the sphere displayed information in Zai'dra script, which the crystal's knowledge had begun translating in Raj's mind. It was an energy reactor, he realized, but unlike anything humanity had ever seen. It wasn't fueled by any known element or compound. The Zai'dra are called at the heart of stars, Raj said, barely able to keep the awe from his voice. It's a fusion of their knowledge, their essence. They poured everything they had into it. Suddenly, the chamber began to hum, and lights across the city came alive in a dazzling display. The walls around them displayed projections of the Zai'dra leaders, their eyes filled with warning. An ancient voice echoed through the room in a language that Raj's mind could almost, but not entirely, comprehend. To awaken the heart is to awaken our legacy, our past, and the doom that chased us. Do not disturb it, or face the consequences of knowledge unfit for your kind. The decision. The warning rang in Dr. Torres's ears, but the lure of discovery was undeniable. The heart of stars held knowledge beyond anything humanity had ever encountered. But could they risk awakening whatever enemy the Zai'dra had tried to escape? We have to leave, Za'arak said firmly. If they sealed themselves away, maybe they were trying to protect the galaxy from whatever they found. But Raj, mesmerized, couldn't look away. This is what we came here for. This could be the answer to all of humanity's questions about the universe. Think of the power, the knowledge. Dr. Torres shook her head, the weight of leadership pressing heavily on her shoulders. Some knowledge isn't meant to be unlocked. We're not ready for this. But even as she said it, a tendril of light snaked out from the heart and wrapped around Raj, filling his mind with visions of the Zai'dra's history, their science, their wars, and the entity they'd discovered in the stars. It was a being of pure energy, an intelligence vast and predatory, drawn to the Zai'dra's power like a moth to flame. The Zai'dra had hidden from it, sacrificing themselves to keep it at bay. With sudden clarity, Raj tore himself from the heart. They weren't protecting themselves from the galaxy. They were protecting the galaxy from it, the escape. With the reactor stirring and the city's lights flaring ominously, Dr. Torres gave the order to retreat. The team sprinted back through the ancient hallways, lights flickering as the heart's awakening shook the city. It seemed almost alive now, its hum rising into a deafening roar. They could feel the presence of something far beyond their comprehension stirring from its slumber. Just as they reached the monolith leading to the surface, the ground cracked open, revealing a void beneath, filled with swirling energy. The entity had sensed them, reaching out through dimensions. It was coming. The team scrambled into their ship, launching into orbit just as the city of Za'arak began to collapse inward, sealing itself once more. The entity's probing tendrils dissipated, unable to break through the defenses of the city. But they knew the entity had sensed them, however briefly. It would come for them eventually. Epilogue. Back aboard the Galileo, Dr. Torres watched the planet shrink into the void. They had left Za'arak to its eternal slumber, but the knowledge and memories Raj carried would linger. Za'arak and its ancient wisdom were once more hidden from the universe, a secret too powerful to be unearthed. The entity still waited in the depths of space, but for now, humanity was safe. As they set a course back to Earth, Dr. Torres made a vow. They would never return to Xenos 9, and they would never speak of the heart of stars, nor the sleeping predator beyond the stars. Za'arak's secrets would remain buried at least until someone else found them.